Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
Giuseppe Bergami, certainly one of the fiercest opponents I've had the honour of facing.
Well, one of Italy's finest, and surely anyone's fiercest opponent. A master of everything defensive, Jim, and you as a chance! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And it's Vitinha. It's a pretty loose pass. Vitinha is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Probing pass. Alger, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Nedved, Luis Suarez, shot a goal! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Sané. Now it's Neymar! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lahm makes the interception. And it's Vitinha. Bellingham going about things with real menace. Vitinha cuts out the pass. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! That was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation. Barcelona are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Lahm. Makaleli. And here's Suarez. And here's Neymar. And he has been fouled there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Luis Suarez! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Pinches it off him. Barcelona are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Vitinha deals with that comfortably. Dida getting this one clear. And it's Sané. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He is through here. Oh, good take in a good area. He's gone for goal! Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Vitinha. And he's had it hit! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Looking for a run-up. Leicester calmly anticipates. Gently done. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Piqué. And it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, well played.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
That has been cut short.
This is the time you need that pace.
Vitinha. And they can counter here. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Bellingham proves just a little bit too strong. Lahm.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vitinha. Nicely shaped ball. Stood out wide, but he won't reach that one. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Taken back almost at once. And here's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's Makalele. Nedved powering forward here. Nedved. There he goes, motoring forward. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Luis Suarez. Vitinha. Brilliantly cut out. There's a searching pass. That's a lovely, neat pass. Sane tries making a foray down the right. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 20. El dorsal 9.
Ibrahimovic chasing after it.
El dorsal 5.
Vitinha
Serán sustituidos
chasing
por
the game,
el
trailing by
dorsal
one.
8. El dorsal 25.
Oh, now here's an interesting
el dorsal
matchup.
6.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Now it's Platini. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that was vital. Lahm. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Rijkaard. That has been slung wide. And here's Platini. Nicely weighted ball. And the finish!
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value.
And a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Corner
El
number
dorsal
2 then.
10, Neymar. Será sustituido por el dorsal 15. Cambio de
Well, he
jugadores.
certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's Rui Costa. Played out wide. Great vision. Morientes. Rijkaard. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now it's Mbappe. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And it's Makalele. Thuram. Well, that's a clever-looking ball.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
It's a searching pass.
He'll be disappointed with that.
Now he's off and running. Xavi. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. And he is going into that little black book. Xavi. Time is running out here.
Look, their path is set.
He's having a go! So close to drawing level.
Oh, that was so poor, a very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Now it's Mbappe, and he's surging through. Platini, looking to play him in. Finds himself unceremoniously floored.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Terrific header! It's a goal! 20 minutes, and we're all square again! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Platini. Oh, he wasn't going to be fooled. That's a sharp pass. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Now it's Matheus Cunha. That's at the end. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The
Hello,
game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome
The
to today's
excitement's
match.
already palpable.
Ukraine against Barcelona.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, terms like genius and legend are often used, overused in football, but there is real chance! They score!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Makaleli. Can he get it through? Luis Suarez. That has been slung wide. He's found a way through. And he's heaved it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. And he goes cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Knocks it out wide. Rui Costa. Tries to pass it through. And he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Hullet. No foul. Rui Costa! Magnificent! A finish of true class. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Tries a shot! It's hit the upright. And he's straight offside. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Odo. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now who's going to be first to this? Suarez finds himself offside. And he was quick to react. Sane might just make this. Vitinha is the team's great visionary. And here's Rui Costa. Played out wide. Sane will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Defending of the desperate variety. So what can they make of this? He's shifting through the gears here. And a play for a throw. And this is Bale, and the shot! Goal, Ukraine! And they get themselves in front! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Ukraine go into the lead. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And Bommel. Ambitious ball here. Can he latch on to this? He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. And this is Bale. Shapes to shoot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Ukraine with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now it's Yaya Toure. Chance! Vitinha does well to stand firm and defend it. And now the breakaway. Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. Barcelona are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Messi. Bullet. Lam. Nicely shaped ball. Araujo. And it's Bale. Searching pass he's played there.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Vitinha. Sané. We expected better, and so did he. Gently done. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And either side holding back here, it has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, just skips past his man. Suarez couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
And here's Rui Costa. Yaya Toure. It's a good ball out wide. Messi. That'll be a corner. Ukraine have their second corner now.
Substitution in progress.
They've played it short. Messi applies the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cleared without hesitation. Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Out towards the flank. Bergomi. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Bale. And the shot! Into the pieces! He scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat.
It's Rui Costa! Good try, very good try, in fact.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No luck with that dink over the top. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Ukraine clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Nice interception, well timed. And this is Luis Suarez. Just eases him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's the keeper's ball. Rodri conjures time and space where few can, and it's Messi. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Van Bommel. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And this is Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Del Piero! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Thuram gets it clear.
Substitution for Ukraine. Number 8, Messi. Number 19, Ronaldinho. Number 14, Suarez.
Interception. His positioning
Number
was spot
20,
on.
Bale. Coming on the field,
Vitinha
number 21,
looking to play him in.
Johan Cruyff.
That pass
Number
just didn't
23,
quite work.
Del Piero. Number 10, Shevchenko. Number 18, David Villa. Substitutions taking place.
Araujo. It's Cruyff. Yaya Toure. Rodri is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Yaya Toure. Played back to the goalkeeper. Dida. And it's Thuram. And that is out of play. Oh, they could be caught out here. He is through here. And the shot! Oh, what? And he's following up! They've done it! And what a climax we have here! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An
There will be
impact
3
shot.
minutes at a time.
Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Goes forward. Vieri is herring after that one. And we're done. Well, that was intense. An enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Barcelona
everybody, and a
never
quick
really
announcement
got
now.
into this
We would
game.
like to
I
ask
think
you all to
conceding
kindly stay
early as they
seated
did
during the
seemed to
match.
completely
Thank you for your
undermine
cooperation.
whatever had been put in place before they left that dressing room, and they just didn't readjust to it at all.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Signore e signori,
The fans have
benvenuti
pulled
a
out
San
all the
Siro.
stops to make this
Oggi
a
si
monumental
incontrano
occasion.
Milan e Barcellona.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And that gets things running.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong, and absolutely gifted.
He could be Gullit! Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Gullit gathers from the goal kick. Nicely shaped ball, and it's been played through. Davids. Odo. Baresi. And it's Odo. Vitinha. Taken back almost at once. Mbappe. He has found the way through. Looks across and plays it in.
Neymar really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Good ball, good take. Swept in. And we have our very first corner. Gullit can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that could set him on his way. Davids is flagged offside. Lam. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Here's Makaleli. And it's Neymar. Played out to the right. Pelé.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Barcelona really could have done without this. To get them off and running. Not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Gol per il Milan. Ha segnato al 21esimo minuto numero 11.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Over to the other side. Odo. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Vitinha. Yamal. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Neymar having a look. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Another special Neymar sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Ibrahimovic. Vitinha. 15 minutes till half-time. Lam cuts it out. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Here comes the corner. Corner number 2 then. Oh, important interception. Milan have the chance to go the other way. So, third corner of the game. Yamal with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Lam cuts out the pass. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Chance! Goal! And they get themselves in front! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Milan get themselves into the lead. He's found some space. Gattuso. Now, can they get him away? Knocks it into space. Oh, shapes to shoot! That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
So deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's found a way through. And it's played in. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is... And the first half is done. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Facciamo un applauso ai tifosi che oggi compiono gli anni. Recandosi al box informazioni dello stadio, riceveranno un simpatico omaggio.
Here we go again then.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Neymar. Neymar! Has a look and plays it forward. Cruyff.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Davids. And it's Cruyff. And it's Gattuso. Lahm promptly onto that, and that is that. Cruyff takes control of it and he's on the move. Makalele did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Odo.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Cruyff. That's the keeper's ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
81.007 spettatori.
Bellingham, always looking for that half a chance. Looking for a runner. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Foot in. Looking to play him in. And that interception was most necessary. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's managed to get... Tries a shot! All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Schmeichel will have to save it here, or there's real trouble.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 23, numero 17, numero 8, numero 6, numero 13. Lasciano il campo per il numero 30, il numero 22.
No way through, so back it comes.
Pirlo,
Well read.
il numero 5,
Is averted.
il numero
Oh,
4.
good read.
Cambio
He
di
read that
giocatore.
really well and stopped it.
Chance, surely! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Barcelona making another change here. Luis Suarez joining us now, a player, of course, who needs no introduction.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action.
Barcelona have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Cannavaro threads one in. Now it's Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Bale. He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Puskas. Vieri.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That is a brilliant interception. Tries to pass it through. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Puskas! And that would have won it.
Puskas really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Pirlo. And it's Cruyff.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Bale. Oh, good take in a good area. That is ended up in no man's land. Vieri.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. And he's intervened well there. Xavi. And there goes the final whistle. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. The unmissable figure of Jan Koller. No doubt where his strength lies.
No, well, if ever you wanted to show the definition of target man, it's him, the human lighthouse.
And near 7'6".
Yeah, with the right service, he's unplayable.
Now it's a big chance! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Beckenbauer. Yeah. That's a nicely weighted pass.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mbappe. He won't be happy with that one. Seedorf. And it's Zico. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, that's clever. Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Nicely weighted ball. That is a great pick out. That's good play. Rui Costa. Strong running down that left flank. Aims beyond the defence. He slings it in. Looking for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Great chance! It's off target and by quite a way. Lahm gets over and intercepts. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Thuram. Now it's Kaká. Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Kaká. Kaká puts a cross in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Barcelona do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Makalele, Rui Costa, Lam. It's Makalele. Thuram was in no mood for any of that. Great vision. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's good defending, very good defending. Thuram. Sane quietly revving up. Looking for the run. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Yeah. No way through. Out to the left it goes. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Cannavaro looking for options for movement. Kaká looking to get on the end of this. Xavi wins the duel this time. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Lam. Oh, easy pickings there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. Has crossed into the middle. And the counter is on. Luis Suarez. Mbappe.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, super find. And he's having a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Threads one in. Will play through for the wide man. He has found a way through. Great defending, strong and determined. He's a sharp little ball here. Beckenbauer. Collar ploughing through the middle. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Vieira. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9, Luis Suárez, será sustituido por el dorsal 8.
And we're off again.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Rui Costa.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see it.
He's got four. Cleared without complication. And it's Thuram. Deep cross. Up he goes! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Now it's Mbappe. Played through for him. Goes for a shot! Cannavaro gets... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Barcelona have their second corner now. Cannavaro. Marquinhos. On into the second half, and it's still goalless. And he's managed to charge, surely! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bale, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Lobbed in behind. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. Chance for a shot! That's a decent clearance. Platini. And that should get the job done.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Well, this is certainly a game where the scoreline does not reflect the action. How it has stayed 0-0, nobody can quite understand. Zico providing an outlet on that flank. Defending of the desperate variety. Platini. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Tries to pass it through. There's the header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Xavi. Mbappe is steaming forward. And here's Platini. Closing in on goal. That'll be a corner. Corner number 4 coming up here.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 25, el dorsal 20, el dorsal 17 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 24, el dorsal 7, el dorsal 15. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Caused a worry or two.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Vieira cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility.
And save again, same outcome.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. It's Park Ji-sung. Now that looks a decent ball. You can run onto that. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that was nowhere near his best. Makalele. And here's Platini. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And this is Hullet. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Messi. That's a cute ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Makalele. And here's Vieri. Vieri! He's keen, determined to have his say. They're up to 5 corners now.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 14, Lam, será reemplazado por el dorsal 21.
Tries to get it clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Played in. Thuram clears it away. And this is Vieri. Can he finish? Yes, it's there! And surely that has won the day! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Thuram. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. Platini looking to penetrate opposition lines. And that has been clubbed away. Vieira. And that will be the final act. Barcelona have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Yamal claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Barcelona leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game, but he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real
Header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Well, we're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Suarez.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Hullet. Ronaldinho. Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Vitinha. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. And it's Makalele. Lam. Now it's Neymar. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Platini. Brilliantly cut out. Bellingham. Now it's Neymar. And it's Lam. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. Barcelona have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Yamal. He's had it taken off him. More and more pressure on the ball here. Ronaldinho, a player who needs no introduction. Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Barcelona do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
He has a look up. And Hullet! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And it's Vieira. Oh, this is a great position. And he shoots! Bellingham. Oh, good spread. Decent progress down the left. Ronaldinho. That has not gone well. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And a chance! They've scored! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Yamal. He's got away. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Vieira. Bellingham. That's a cute ball. That's the keeper's ball.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Thuram. Here's Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Romario. And this is it! That is decidedly lacking.
Bullet clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Lam. Now it's Neymar. Well, played right into his path. He has found the way through. Bellingham gets his head on it!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Bellingham. Makaleli. Spread it left. Looking to play him in. And this is shapes to shoot! Ronaldinho. And here's Neymar. Lam receives it in a good position here. Chance, surely! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9, Luis
Here's
Suárez.
the start of the second
El
half.
dorsal 7, el dorsal
Barcelona
11.
can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they
El
were doing.
dorsal 20, el dorsal 17.
That is good strength. Neymar. Sane is herring after that one. He's had a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
The ball has bounced loose now. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He's on it, can he get away? Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he get it through? That is a brilliant interception. That's surely a foul, free kick. Rui Costa. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's left him on the seat of his pants.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. He's found a way past. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Barcelona
10,
are making a change now.
el dorsal 14,
Costa
Lan.
Curta.
Serán sustituidos
Oh,
por
Red, nice
el
interception.
dorsal 8, el
Your
dorsal
impressions
15.
so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Thuram. Platini.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's got tall. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Tries to play it, takes a shot, sticks it away. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game. And the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And he's surging through.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And this is Batistuta. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So there's going to be another change here. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Shifted it to the flank. Now that's well seen too. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rui Costa engages and forces him off the ball. Costa Curta. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Habrá 5
DK.
minutos de descuento.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Davids. Thuram. Knocks it into space. Baggio in acres of space out wide. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Sané. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that is that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're underway. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
That is commitment to the cause. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And the keeper beats it away. Foot in. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
It's a very good position, this, and the right distance, too.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Expected better, and so did he. And he plays one through. That's the keeper's ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's certainly onside here. Corner number 2 then. It's Sané. And now a sudden chance to counter. That pass isn't the best. Oh, it's Del Piero! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Neither side yet able to find the net. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Spread it left.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Lobotka. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Peter. It's his pace that's his main attribute, especially over those first few yards, where he just seems to glide away from defenders, gets himself into great positions, and likes to hit it hard and nice and early. That's a horrible combination for any defence that's trying to deal with him, I can tell you that.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Conte. Great vision. Marquinhos makes the interception. Vitinha, and it's Gullit. Gullit, strong running down that left flank. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. So, third corner of the game. Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's well spotted. And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's intervened well there. Lahm. Half an hour played now. Out to the left it goes. Gullit. Gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vitinha is the team's great visionary. Makalelu. Now it's Neymar. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Gullit. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. He's got away. And Sané! And that's caused a worry or two. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Gullit. Marquinhos. Waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Del Piero. It's played through for him. Oh, that's a key interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Lovely pass, but can he get... There's the shot! He's delivered all right!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break. It's very nicely done.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Sané, played out wide. Now it's Sané. Deftly away. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves. Too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Se ha encontrado unas llaves de coche con un llavero en forma de balón. Se ruega a su propietario que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del estadio. Cambio de jugadores.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Sané, now it's Platini.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Conte. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. They've played it short. In by Conte. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass. A vicious ball here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Lam. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Always onto this. Applies the finish! Caught offside that time. Conte. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Comes out and deals with it. Makaleli. Now it's Del Piero. Good read, needed to be. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Lahm. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. It's Hullet, and it's Michel Platini. Barcelona finding their passes.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
This looks promising. He can get that clear. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's Platini. Lahm. Some resolute defending there. He played through for the wide man. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Vitinha. And it's Hullet. Aims beyond the defence. Jordan Henderson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well measured.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 97, Diego Bebayán. El dorsal 22, el dorsal 18,
Probing
el
pass.
dorsal 13.
That's been cut out, well
Serán
played.
sustituidos por el dorsal 20, el dorsal 9, el dorsal 19,
And they can counter here.
el dorsal 14. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Sané. Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, that was vital. Quality ball. It's a searching pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rui Costa, spread out to the left, just eases him off the ball.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he's quick to get it clear again. No way through. Now, can they get him away? Short changes him with that pass. Xavi.
Habrá 2 minutos de
Tele.
descuento.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rui Costa. And it's Vitinha. And it's Sané. Knocks it into space. He's found decent chance! And that's